Picture yourself a year from now and start to think, what will be the new you? What will you look like if you were to take action towards your life, towards your goals, towards that one thing that you've always wanted to do, but you've procrastinated and you haven't done it? You either don't feel confident to doing it. What will your life look like a year from now if you dared to take those first steps towards that life that you read about, that you watch about on YouTube, or somebody that you emulate on YouTube? What is that going to look like? This is why I'm here. It's Shirley here. I'm just here to give a few nuggets to somebody who's sitting on the fence, but they've known for a long time that it's time for change. It's time to change and start a new life. You know, one thing that I know is that we have to live here in the now. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow is not guaranteed. So we have to live our lives now. So I just want to encourage somebody to be able to take small steps in spite of fear. We all do what we have to do in spite of fear. Some people are stuck in jobs that they don't want to do, and sometimes they're just dragging themselves. Work is a bit of a drag because they feel that they've outgrown their current job. They just don't have that motivation that they had when they started this particular job a few years ago. So the thing is, they've been just thinking, what if I do this? I want to do this. So why don't you get up and start working towards that goal? Just start taking a few steps every day and start writing them down so that you can start to work towards that goal that you wanted to do. Such as, it could be that you wanted to start a business. It could be that you like to do makeup. It could be that you like to do gardening. It could be that you like the medical aesthetics. There's so many things that you could work towards. It could be that you want to start a YouTube channel, just like I've done. You've got to get up. You've got to start. Life is not easy. Life was never intended on being easy. I myself can vouch because I've lived through challenges. I mean, I came to England when I was at the age of 19 with very little apart from a job, and I worked my way, and I went to university, and I had to fund myself in most of what I had to do. My family were not here, and I had a vision. What I carried with me was the vision. Were times hard? Of course they were. Did I ever cry? Of course I did. I went through ups and downs, the turbulences of life. I went through during my journey in this life, but my driving factor was the end in mind. I wanted a better life. But I can tell you, at the time, I didn't even know what better looked like for me. But when I got on that plane to come here, and I had a few family members that I was staying with until I found my feet and moved out and started to work for myself, I knew I wanted better. And the journey to pursuing better took many years for me. But it doesn't have to take that many years for some of you, because circumstances differ, our situations differ. Because when you come here as a foreigner, you're on particular visas, and then you have to work on the point-based system to be able to then naturalize and get your stay in the country. So opportunities come in drips and drabs, but where determination is, you can do and you can accomplish anything. Even when it's hard, you still have to get up. You have to get up and just take those small steps. And one thing that I want to encourage somebody is that person that you imagine that you want to be, or that person that inspires you that you want to be, they started somewhere. You know, there's a saying that says, where there's been 1,000 steps that somebody has walked, it started with one. Even those people that run marathon, they start with that 1, 2, and then they move on. So what I want to encourage you to do is just even as early as today, take your journal, just start planning, start writing, start creating a vision board of what that life that you wanted would look like. I tell you, you won't go wrong, because with a vision board, the beauty of a vision board is that you'll be able to look at it. I mean, I've had a vision board for years now, and now you can do them electronically. You can put those things, your wish list. In fact, what I would say is start writing them down on paper, some of your goals, and start scaling them to more realistic goals, and keep a few that you want to achieve. year by year. And sometimes some vision boards, you put the ultimate goal so that you can always remember what it is that you want to achieve in end. It could be a good house, it could be that you want to drive a nice car, it could be that qualification that you want to work towards. I mean, there are so many qualifications out there that are helping even the younger people into doing the things that they want to do. Like I said, cosmetics, aesthetics, medical aesthetics, and nail bars. Beauty is a huge thing at the minute, or starting a cleaning company, starting a care company. I mean, I myself am in business now, but my journey, I tell you, it started off as a cleaner. I started working as a cleaner. Then I went on to work as a healthcare assistant, a job that I did for many years, which was very fulfilling, and it was all part of the growth. Then I trained to becoming a nurse. Then I became a nurse, and then during the nursing career, I moved up the ranks to management, senior management positions, until I got to the top of my game, and I felt that I had really achieved so much at that point. Then once I got there, I aspired that if I could run an organization, then I feel that I have the confidence and the skills and the experience to be able to run my own business. So then I set out to do that. There was a lot of planning. There was a lot of fear, of course. None of us ever enter into anything 100% confident, thinking that we are going to do it. But however, I took the first step, and then I started to do the planning, the goal, what business I wanted to do, and how I was going to get around to do it, who were going to be my key contacts, people who were already doing it that I was going to contact. So I found myself some mentors that were already in it. So in terms of all the paperwork filling in, I had those people that were going to help me. Although I had vast of experience in healthcare, but in terms of starting a business, I needed to reach out to certain people that were going to help me. So then I became accountable. So I would be ringing them, they would be helping me. So that's what you need to do sometimes. Find somebody who's already doing that which you want to do. And once that person can mentor you, then you're lucky. And you just have to then, and 9 out of 10, you've also got YouTube and other places where you can find resources. And then you now have to write a business plan. And if a business needs money, how much money does the business need? Can you start it? Can you afford it? And if you can't, there are so many schemes out there that can help new startup businesses. And you can just research and find out which ones they are, and they might be able to help you. And or if it's a college course that you need to do to achieve your beauty course or whatever it is that you want to do, you've got to have it in mind. Because there's a saying that you can't get into a car and go where you don't know where you're going and just drive around you will without a destination. You have to know, where am I going today? So that's like the plan. Where do you want to go? What do you want that to look like, and when? So that's what I'm going to encourage today. And life happens to all of us, I can tell you. We all have bad days, but you show up, you dust yourself up, you get up and you keep going. You do it even if you don't feel like. And that's the difference between those people that achieve and those that don't achieve. Because those that achieve, they just turn up even when they don't feel like doing it. And you know what? Sometimes we worry, you got your loved ones around you. What are they going to think about? What are they going to say about your plans? Are they going to think you're up to it? Are they going to think you're going to do it? Well, you know them. You know the people that are around you. You know what they're like. So what I would advise you to do is, if you're feeling a little bit uncertain, I'm sure, find 1 or 2 people that you trust, that you can share your dream. Those people that they always want the best out of you, and they will always build you up, and they will always give you the confidence. Because where there is a will, there is a way. If a girl like me can move from Africa to come here and achieve what I've achieved, you can do it. Nothing is impossible. You can do it with the right amount of support. But what I would say is, stay away from those people that will say the negative things, that they will say to you, you can't do it, or they will try and pick every reason why you won't be able to achieve it, because it's not going to be helpful. And don't worry about those people that might not encourage you, or those people that might discourage you. Just stick to those positive people. Share your story with those people, and then just start, and then keep phoning them for accountability, for support, so that you can make those steps and move forward towards your life. Every little milestone, celebrate it. Whatever you achieve, whether you've actually completed a plan, whether you've actually written a goal, set some time every day, however many minutes that you can, towards penciling in what you want and towards putting a sticker on that vision board, whether it's a real one or whether it's an electronic one. Start to be accountable to yourself, and don't forget to to stop celebrating the small wins, because we want to wait until we get to the end. No, we have to try and enjoy the journey. So that's celebrating the little achievements. Oh, today I've done this, tomorrow I've dedicated time. If it's a health goal, oh, today I've gone to the gym, I've gone straight after work, and then you come home and you're feeling great. Oh, I've gone for a nice long walk, so I feel so much better. And don't limit yourself, because often, we limit ourselves in our minds. I was like that. I didn't feel so confident. Life happens. Sometimes you walk through situations that can knock your confidence. And it happens to the best of us. But the most important thing is to get up and make the next step. Take the next step. Don't worry about what people are going to say, because people will say, whether you do good, whether you don't do good, they will always talk. So if I were you, I wouldn't worry too much about what people will think or what they will say about this big step that you are going to take, because you're doing it towards your life. And come to think of it, people will always talk, like I said, but what is the worst case scenario that those people can actually do or say that can stop you? And if you did stop, they might still continue to talk, or they might still continue to find something else. And how is that going to affect your life? It's going to affect your life negatively and adversely. So you'll be looking back and thinking, I wanted to do that, but I didn't have the confidence. I wanted to do that. I was worried about so and so. No, I think you need to have a real mindset shift. Change your mind. I think sometimes, in some instances, we also give people, too much credit for these things. And actually, the issues might actually be in our own heads. Because, when you look at life, people are busy worrying about their own problems. People are busy working hard and hustling as they do. So we do tend to sometimes give people more credit than they deserve. But I would say, start that business, start that thing that you wanted to do, start writing that book, and just do it now. And look at you, picture yourself a year from now. What's life going to be like? And don't forget to look after your spiritual health, your physical health, your mind, body. Pray for your visions and for your dreams, so that God can sort of bless them and all those around you as well. So I just want to hear from some of you people who might want to embark on this journey, or who might already have embarked on this journey. How have you done it? What words of inspiration can you give to somebody else who's actually looking at embarking on this journey? I'd like to hear your comments and see. And if you've decided to start this journey, please let me know in the comments box how you've done it and what you've done. Thank you.